Hello all and welcome to our live stream. This is BATRAZZI and I'm Joe, and nice to see you all here today. We've got a few regulars here already in the chats, and yeah, please do join and say hello if you haven't done already. It's been a while. So nice to be back. Nice to see you guys and catch up with you. I hope you're all doing well, and let us know in the comments what you're working on at the moment in the RC hobby. What projects do you have at the moment? Just let us know, and we can get started. So hello, RC Granny. Where have you all been? We're getting withdrawals, not having a live stream for so long. Yeah. I've been waiting for President Trump to call me. That's where I've been. Dragon Crawl and Bash. Hello, Panda Poo, Robert Wolf. Nice to see you here. Cody Pringle, Bam Bam Pruitt. We have Tracy Pruitt too. We have a couple of you guys here. I don't know if you're in the same family, but that's what I'm imagining, with the same name, same family name. Hello, Bordeaux Rats RC's Tips. It'll be a good live stream. By the way, my Precipice tires and new 1.0 mags have already shipped. Hope they perform as well as the 1.9s. That's awesome. Yeah, do test them out and let us know how you get on with those. Hello, let's see. Bam Bam Pruitt says, yes, the addiction is real and I need a fix. Nice to have you back, guys. Okay, we've got quite a few people in the comments, just suddenly jumped down. So we've got Rob Sebastian, Mystic River, GSG, Thomas Schmidt. Hey Joe, where have you been? I've been doing well, just keeping to myself, working hard. Oh, she is my wife. Okay, you guys are a romantic couple. Nice to have you both here. K10 brushless is the question. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Am I going to be revealing a K10 brushless? Unfortunately, not today. Maybe sometime soon. We'll see. We'll see how that's going, but not today. So what is today all about? Today we are mainly showing BATRAZZI upgrades. I have rocks. So somebody said in the banner that we're going to have a demo. So I thought, let's get some rocks. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'll do a little bit of driving over some rocks and compare a couple of cars. We've got a few new bits coming out from BATRAZZI, some brass stuff. We've got some wheels. The wheels are not really new wheels, but they're new colors, so something you might like. And we do have some more BATRAZZI wheels coming soon, but just not today. And we have boats. Okay, so I'm going to show you some boats today, and these are new to our store, and something interesting and something I'll quickly show off towards the end. But today we have some good sales on. That's especially for our live stream viewers. So today I don't think we've got too many. We don't have any like brand new cars coming out or any massive giveaways. So I think, that we've probably just got a few. We've got 43 people here today. And this is for you kind of hardcore, extreme live stream, BATRAZZI live stream guys. And it's nice you guys come back no matter what I'm showing and whether we've got a giveaway or not. I'm really happy about that. But we have some good Sekillings for you today. If you know this show, then you know what Sekilling means, but basically it's a quick flash sale. And this is going to be a sale that's only open for about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, and this is for BATRAZZI parts. We've got some wheels and tires, and I'm going to announce it very soon. And then it will be only open for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then we're closing it again. Okay, but before I do that, I'll just quickly let you know that we have a little development on the in our YouTube channel at the moment. So the development is that we have a shop, so you can actually buy stuff, or it's linked. Products are linked directly from YouTube to our store, and you can buy it somehow. You click on the product you want, and I think it takes you to our store page or something like that. But if you look at the chat, there is an icon Well, there's one at the bottom, which is show your support for Fair RC, which is in dollars. So you can actually donate stuff to us now because we need your help. No, but if you do want to, that's okay. But that's the real thing that we wanted to add was the shop, and I can't see that on my icon, but maybe that's because we're in China and it may be set up especially for people in the US. I'm not sure. But there's an icon for shopping. There's a little shopping bag, and if you click on it, then you can see some items in there that you can buy directly over YouTube. And it's I think we've got a K10 flatbed in there and an LC80 tricolor. But we're also going to be putting in this Sakilling. So the Sakilling is for 1.9 inch wheels and tires. Okay, so this is for 1/10 scale crawlers. And we have from BATRAZZI one of their best tire designs for kind of versatile kind of trailing and crawling. So it kind of is great for mud and also for rocks and everything. It's the precipice tire. And this is made from a really good quality rubber. It's very good for self-cleaning and and has good grip on rocks as well. And this is paired with it's the D-hull wheels, right? D-hull aluminium wheels. These are really nice quality, very, very well machined CNC wheels. And they've got removable rings and removable hubs, so you can change them off, change them for different colors, and we'll have different sized hubs coming out soon as well. So you can change the offset of your wheels. Now these normally together as a set is something like $99.99, I think, and it's now $49.99. Okay, so for 10 minutes we're selling it at basically half price, $49.99, which is very, very nice. So if you're in the market for some good quality wheels and tires for your 1/10 scale crawler, this is a great deal, and it will only be open for the next 10 minutes, which starts now. It's now 10:05, and it will be available until 10:15. And by the way, the shopping feature that I mentioned earlier, which is near to the chat box, I think it's either at the top or the bottom, depends on your version. That will not be open once you, like if you're watching this show after the fact, like after we've finished the show and you're watching the replay of it, it won't be open on the chat box then. Okay, so it's only here for you guys who are live right now. Okay, and let's see what you guys are saying. Been filming with K10 FCX18 says, why not RC? And really appreciate the scale-tastic details. That's very cool. Scale-tastic details. What upgrades do y'all recommend for that rig? I'm excited to give it some more capabilities. So this is the K10 FCX18. It's pretty good already. I mean, it's got its metal links, metal chassis links. It's got some pretty good suspension, but if you want to improve the shocks, go get the BATRAZZI oil shocks for that rig. Other things that you might want to do is also, of course, improve the wheels and tires. Get some weighted wheels, aluminium wheels. Have a look, see what's available that you like, and tires for that. That will be a really good upgrade. The brushless system that we have doesn't really work with the K10, so don't bother trying the brushless system from BATRAZZI for the K10, but we may have a version for that coming out soon. Cedar Creek says, because we love you, Joe, and the rest of the crew. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much, Cedar Creek. Then we have, I'm just going to skip down to some different comments. Any news on the new FCX10 Camel Trophy trucks? So if you missed it, there was a release, or not a release, a preview of these trucks at the Beijing Expo this year. And so they are basically, I'll just bring them out, a I've got one here. This has been upgraded, by the way, so it's got different wheels and tires. I'll show you this more in detail later. This is the D10, and this is the Discovery. This is the Discovery. And there's also Range Rover and D90. Now, these are 24 scale, so they're quite small, and they're made for mini crawling courses, little table courses, and things like that. And they've released a 110 scale version of these cars. The only one that they don't have is the D90. Yeah, the D90. The other cars are going to be available in 110 scale. So that's some really nice looking scale Land Rovers and with the FCX10 platform. So that will be a really good thing. That will be a really good thing for everybody. So yeah, in the UK, we really love the Discovery, and so I think that will be really popular with Europeans, and yeah, that's really nice, and it's great to have a set. If you've already got the little ones or one of the little ones, then you might want to get a big brother for it. And so yeah, that's awesome too. No real news on the release date or anything like that. Also at the expo, FMS showed off a new technology that they've got, which is an FPV technology, where basically you for FPV, you wear these goggles and you put a camera inside your vehicle, and it feels like you're driving a real vehicle. So you see the world through the windscreen of your RC car, which is awesome. And it also works for airplanes and drones and things like that. But what their technology is quite cool, that in the past, FPV was usually a fixed camera angle. So you could only look forward, which doesn't really help when you're driving, especially when you're rock crawling, because you need to be able to see to the sides and the back. And so what this technology is a kind of, I'm not sure how it works exactly, but if you turn right, then the camera will turn right. If you turn left, then the camera will turn left. So you can look around with the FPV. And that should help quite a bit with that kind of driving experience, which will be very cool. And it will be interesting to see if FMS plans to incorporate that into some of their products or sell separately or whatever. But that was at the expo as well. That was quite cool. A gimbal, that's the word. Bam Bam Pruitt says it. And yeah, not that great for flying either. I think that's what you mean, the fixed camera angle. It's good to be able to look around. And I think just in general, you don't want to feel trapped in your perspective, so you're not like a blinkered horse, so you want to be able to look around. And I think that's a really cool technology to have. I can't spin my head 360. Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe you need 2 cameras. In the past, I was thinking to do a real rock crawling experience, you'd need to have maybe 3 or 4 cameras, one pointed at the rear, some pointed at the sides and the front. So now probably you could manage it with 2 cameras, one facing forward, and then if you can flick to the back one, then you can also see through the rear, which would be very cool. Yeah, so something new from FMS, and that's always nice. And they've got a lot of new stuff coming out as well that was not shown at the expo and that I can't talk about right now, but there's a lot of stuff coming out over the next few months. Yeah, so still talking about 360-degree camera. I don't know if it's 360 degrees. It might just be that you can turn your head to the side and then the camera will just keep on turning until it gets to the point where you want it, possibly. I wasn't there at the expo and I haven't seen this technology like firsthand, so I'm not totally sure about it, but I just wanted to kind of pass that information forward because, if FMS are happy to show it off at the expo, that means that I'm able to talk about it. Okay, so let's go on. Remember that we've only got a few more minutes left to do the Sekilling for the BATRAZZI Precipice 1.9 tires and D-Hull wheels, a full set for just $49.99. Remember, that's only going to be on for a couple more minutes. Okay, so if you haven't got it already, then please do. I think it might be limited to just 10 people. And if it is, then it might, after you try to check out, it might say, sorry, it's not available anymore. That's just the nature of a killing, and I hope that doesn't happen to you. Okay, let's go. Right, what have we got? We have some new parts. I'll quickly show these because it's not that new, but kind of new. BATRAZZI have finally released brass chassis links for the FCX24. So that's for the Power Wagon and the K5 and so on. So they finally have some nice quality brass chassis links. You get 4 in a set. You get all of the parts included. Sorry, I'm not on the camera. There we go. All of the parts included. All of this and all the screws that you will need. And so we have brass chassis links. So these add extra weight. It's evenly distributed across the bottom of your car. So yeah, it's a really useful upgrade for your car if you haven't got one already. BATRAZZI are now selling them, and they will be available on the store shortly. I'll also tell you a bit of good news for BATRAZZI. Previously, they were selling exclusively through Fair RC, but they have now opened up their own store, which has been open for a little while, but you haven't been able to buy anything from it. And now you can go to them and buy directly. I don't think that will really influence the prices or anything like that, but it's just something to let you know that store's open now too. And now 2 new upgrades for your FCX24Ms. So this one, I believe this one is a mount. It's a servo mount. So it goes at the front for your steering servo. I've got it in here. I don't know if you can see it, but basically it's where you put your steering servo. And what it does is it holds your servo much more securely. There's less flex, less bending, so it's much more precise for your steering servo. And it also adds a little bit of weight at the front to keep your nose down while you're crawling, which will be, as you guys know, is very important to have a little bit more weight at the front than you do at the back. And we also have a brass steering link, brass bumper mount. Yeah, so this one also goes at the front, and this just helps your bumper keep its posture so it doesn't get knocked when it gets knocked, it doesn't bend in too much or get broken. So it helps to shore up that front bumper and also add a bit of weight at the front. So yeah, I put the logo on the front, and yet you can't see it because it's hidden behind the bumper. Might need to ask somebody to change that. Okay, and now I should let you know that this servo, the brass servo mount, is you can use it for any of the 24M cars. So that's the D90, D110, Discovery, Range Rover. But the bumper mount back, this is only available for the D110, Discovery, and Range Rover. It is not available for the D90. Okay, so just because the D90 has a slightly different setup. So this only works for those 3 cars. So just something to consider. Okay, now for the prices for these things, we haven't got them yet. Okay, so we will put them up on the website when it's ready, and we will send an email out when these guys are finally in the store. But it won't be long, and they should be ready soon to order. Some good news from BATRAZZI as well. If you are in America, if you're in the US, BATRAZZI is now sending a lot of stuff to the US warehouse. This is partly because of the de minimis tax that was basically it means that you need to pay a tax for everything that comes in now, and it's quite a big one. So that means that it's quite difficult to order something small and get it shipped from China to the US. And so we're sending things in bulk to the US instead, and it will be going to the US warehouse. And that means that if you're in the US, these parts can be shipped to you as soon as they're ready in the warehouse. They'll be shipped to you within just a few days. Okay, so the shipping speed will improve quite a lot for people who are in the US, which is really great news. Okay, and so I've been, the last thing I'd like to show you, sorry, is that we have got some new white wheels. Okay, so previously these were available in black, chrome, and yellow. And because they're very old school, they also look really good in white. Okay, so we have two types. Okay, they look quite similar, but for the Discovery and the Range Rover, it's these 4-slot 0.8-inch wheels. And for the D110, it's this is D110 and D90. They have these Star Road wheels, they're called. And they're both the same price, and you can now get them in white, and they're looking rather snazzy on these Land Rovers here. So these will be good for your SCX 24s as well. So that, you know, for any truly 24 scale car that has, you know, these cars, if you have such big wheels and tires on them, it can look a little bit strange. It can cause, you know, a lot of interference around the wheel wells and the fenders. And so, yeah, getting some smaller wheels and tires is really good choice for people who want to keep it kind of scale, and also are concerned about having that extra bit of rub that slows you down, and you know, gets in the way when especially when you're kind of flexing with one wheel up and trying to turn at the same time. So yeah, these are available on our website now, I think, and you can get them at your leisure. These are made of aluminium and they have brass wheel weights inside. Very nice. Okay, so I would like to give you a little demo of these cars and just have a quick drive over these rocks so you can see how terrible my driving is. And so I'm going to compare it to a stock FCX 24M. And this is a much lighter version, I can tell you. It's a lot lighter because it doesn't have all the brass that's been added to the wheels, and also the front now with that servo mount and the bumper mount. It's all plastic underneath, and it's a really good car. Very nice modulation, but it's not. Yeah, it's not as sturdy, it's not as precise as this one, which has been added. Yeah, all those parts that I just showed you have been added to this rig, and nothing else. Everything else remains the same. I do have the D90 as well, which has a few more parts. The brass chassis links here, but I'm not going to be showing it off in the demo. It also has the brass steering link and a servo horn at the front. So these are things that are available for your FCX 24M if you're interested in that kind of thing, which you should be. Okay, so let's get these started. And I'm just going to turn the transmitter on first, right? And then the car. Okay, and you hear it, there's a little click to let you know. And so I'm just going to drive it over. I haven't got you know, a real test planned or anything, but just I'll let you know my feeling and the experience of driving these cars as I go. So first thing is that the steering and the speed of these cars is really nice. It's got tight steering, and it can go as slow as you want it. So if you want to be really careful, you know, and you should treat these cars very carefully, like they are real cars. if you're driving over this kind of terrain, then you'll be very wary of banging the bottom of your car, and getting stuck in the middle and things like that. And so you will be very careful. And so you should be careful for these guys as well. That brings out the fun in it. It makes it more of a, instead of just, just trying your best to get over the top and then letting the car fall over. Try not to accept that kind of thing and try to treat it as though it's a real car. Use your imagination, suspend your disbelief a little bit, and it makes it much more fun. And so, yeah, we get to the first challenge. So it's quite easy to crawl up the this side bit, but this part gets harder because it's it starts to get caught up on rocks. You want to make sure that your wheels are gripping at the back. Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah, a bit of a rough landing, and it's got caught on the bumper just there, but I did manage to get it over the edge. And it's not too bad, not too bad. It doesn't have any massive problems. I'm going to try it one more time. Okay, I'm going at it at slightly the wrong angle. Basically, I want to challenge myself and find a line that's not too easy and not too hard. There we go. A little bit of slipping on the edges there. Let's see if I can get down a little bit more carefully. Okay, again, it gets caught on that rear bumper a little bit. All right. Well, I felt it was pretty good. A little, you can still feel the lightweightness of it, and that when you compare it to something that's got that brass, it does feel a little bit more flimsy. So let's see how this one goes. Okay, is that on? Always do the car first instead of the transmitter first. Don't pay attention to me. That's not how you should do it. Except the button. Okay, there we go. This one's on 2-speed, so it can go pretty fast for a little crawler. There's the mouse. Okay, so it can go pretty fast. Just wanted to show you that for anybody who's not familiar with these cars. It's got a 2-speed setting, so that means that if you want it, if you want to walk with it, then you can. If you want to give it to your kids and let them play with it at a bit of a higher speed, then you can. Okay, so here we go. Here's the approach. These also have the Country Claw tires. Now these are AT tires, so they're kind of scale looking tires, not really deep lugs. I can definitely feel that it's a lot more sure-footed. There's less slippage over those little cliffs that it's getting over. I say that, and then I just got stuck on the rear tire there, rear wheel. Okay, very nice. Yeah, very smooth driving, I think, from this guy. Now I'll try a different line. Let's move these around a bit, give it more of a challenge. Maybe do this one first, this is a challenge, getting the wheel, because this is quite a big bump here, but just getting the tire and wheel over this part is very... driving at the moment. You missed it. Where did it cut out? I was too busy trying to get this car over this rock, and I couldn't quite do it. And then suddenly you guys got cut off. How is everything? How is everything? Please let me know how the connection is now. Nothing? Back? Refresh stream, and now it's live. We're back. Okay, hello and welcome. Okay, I'm struggling with this car, and I think I was struggling so much that the internet cut out. That happens sometimes. This car here, without the brass at the front, cannot get up over this edge. So this is what maybe what I was hoping for, in a way, to demo that those brass parts of that other car. Come on, get over. Now this car, it just can't do it. Whereas the other Discovery, with the brass was able to. Let me try it again, see if I can get this one to clear that front bit, or whether it was just luck the first time. Okay, so firstly it's just about clearing the front bumper, because that always gets us stuck. Okay, here we go. Here we go. A little bit more angle. It's getting caught on the axle now. Okay, got to clear that angle. Okay, come on. We want some real rock crawler tires here. Because these ones, they're nice, but they don't have the lug depth that you need. Okay, so now, so this one, you can see it, I'm just about to do it, can get over this rock. Well, it's got stuck on the other wheel now. Okay, it's my driving. There we go. Try and do the back. Okay. It's nearly there. Okay. It wasn't having the same problem as the other one, but it was still getting stuck in the end. Let's keep going, keep trying. There we go. Okay, and see if we can make it across. It's my driving now. The car's hanging on a cliff edge. There we go. All right, well, that was a bit of fun, and thank you for staying with us while the live stream was reconnecting. Full power, yeah. I never like to go full power and give it that extra push, because I know you do it, but I just don't feel it's realistic, and I just don't want to like launch it. Sorry, guys. I'm as frustrated by it as you are, and I don't know why we have this kind of trouble. Hopefully it's fine. Hopefully we're back now, and the demo is over. You missed it. You missed it. It was probably the best driving you've ever seen, and you missed it. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But I'm just going to clear the table so that I can make space for the new product that I'm going to show you next, which is an RC boat. So I'll give you a bit of background about this, because I think it took a lot of people by surprise that we released a lot of the videos on our Facebook, and people were wondering, well, like, what's this all about? And so I'd just like to give you a bit of background about it. Now, we were approached by a company who makes these boats, and they invited us to sell them on our website. Now, these boats are based on a real competition called the E1 series, and this is an electric boat competition. So these are the first ever electric hydrofoil race boats. And this series, the Real Boat series, is backed by quite a few big name celebrities. So we have Tom Brady, Rafa Nadal. For me, I also am quite a big fan of one of the race teams that we don't sell, which is Didier Drogba, and he used to play for Chelsea. Chelsea is not my team, but Liverpool's my team, if you're wondering. But I do like Didier Drogba. Also, we have Will Smith, and we got a lot of hate from the Will Smith video. Yeah, poor guy. I mean, he's had his troubles, and it's not all everybody else's fault. It's you know, he's had some problems, but people do love to see a fall from grace, and really get on his back about everything that's going on in his personal life and things that he's done which have been stupid and so on, but given him a lot of hate, and personally I still remember my childhood where, you know, we had Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Men in Black, Boom Shake the Room, and all that kind of stuff, and I still remember him from those experiences, but he got a lot of hate from the videos that we put where he was promoting this RC boat, and so the RC boat is based on the real boat, from the E1 series, called the Racebird, and it's made with the same technology, the hydrofoil electric technology. So I have one here, and this is a plain one. It doesn't have the same livery as the ones that we've got for sale on our website. So each of these teams have their own special livery, which is very, very cool. They all look really nice, actually. And so I'll bring it out. This is the Racebird, and it's by a brand called Joysway. I don't know if this is Joy's Way or Joysway, but I guess Joysway. And this is based on the E1 competition. This is an officially licensed product. It's 1/14 scale, hydrofoil race boat. Now, if you don't know what hydrofoil means, I have some pictures of the wings, that they lift the boat above the water, which reduces a lot of the resistance and enables them to go pretty fast. As electric boats, these don't go quite as fast as the gas-powered boats, but they're still really fast, and they are zero emission, so they're really good green technology, and something that's getting started. If you're familiar with Formula E, which was the electric version of Formula One, then this is made by some of the same people who were involved in that. Okay, and so let's have a look. This is the standard version. All of the boats that have liveries from the famous celebrities, they are available in our US warehouse. So they will be shipped directly to you when you order. So this has a nice foam box. Let's just take it out. And let me show you. So the phone box kind of reminds me of like an FMS style package. It's very protective of the boat inside. And this is ready to run. So take this out. So that means it's got everything needed at $149.99. Pretty good size. It's not huge, but not tiny either. And it's got that really nice futuristic design. It reminds me a bit of when I was younger, there was a computer game called Wipeout. Had these futuristic hovering vehicles. And it reminds me quite a lot of those. And it comes with a stand that I'll put together just now. The stand's very easy to assemble. Let's fit those in. Okay. So you can display it. And I think just as a cool little bit of tech, this is a great thing to display. And it's a cool talking point because there's a lot of stuff to talk about with these boats. And it's got a huge transmitter. It's very beefy. I'll show you there. I won't be turning it on. But it's got the standard basic things that you'd get from a normal transmitter. It says it's 2 channels, so it's not hugely advanced, but foam wheel, and yeah, quite nice. So it's propelled with this fan at the back. Yeah. They do look gorgeous, I think. They look really nice. Is everything okay? The car is beeping. Must be one of these ones I need to turn off. Okay. Okay. And let me just show you everything else involved in the packaging. It's just like, it's a little bit nose down like that. What's the best angle for it? Turn it around. There's a slot just here for it to stand on. There we go. And there's the other stuff. Okay, so it comes even with the battery. There's a small battery there, probably 2S, I imagine. And it even has batteries for your transmitter. It has the charger for your main battery. And yeah, it's all there in the package, so it's ready to go. Great little gift and really nice liveries. They're available. There's a green one from DJ Aoki. There's a brownish one from Tom Brady, red one from Will Smith, and a blue one from Mark Anthony. So a lot of choices. Very cool. And I think this will appeal mainly for kind of people who are really interested in the mechanics of racing and boats in general. The hydrofoil. This is the first RC hydrofoil boat. So that's very interesting. So just being able to have a look at that will be very cool. So the race itself has had some detractors saying that the design is not quite good. Good that for example, the wings are not adjustable. And at the moment, everybody in the race is using the same boat. So that means that there's no advantages in the mechanical side of things. But later on, they're going to open this up for the teams to adjust and make new designs on their boats. And that will be very interesting to see, what they'll do, because as you know, having more competition will lead to more innovation and the development of this very exciting technology. So yeah, very cool. And let's go down. I'll just check your comments because I haven't seen a lot of your comments so far. Will there be a brushless version of this boat? I don't think there are plans yet, but it's possible. It's possible. Did you leave the truck on, Joe? Yeah. Flip it and you're going swimming. Yeah. So this is the problem. It does have, because of the technology, it causes the boat to kind of slam quite hard in the water sometimes when it's a bit choppy. It needs to be quite flat at the moment. And because the teams are not able to adjust their wings, they have to do it by steering, so it's very physical for the real race. And, it's a real challenge just to keep the boat driving smoothly on the water. But this is the first or second year that this race has even started. So we're very proud to be able to be a part of that, and see the technology developing. And I think over the next few years, there will be a lot of changes to this kind of setup by those teams. And, they'll be looking to get some kind of edge, and that will lead them to create some really cool designs that will, make it much, much smoother for people racing. For the RC, I think that swimming pools are the best place to play these. If you've got a swimming pool, this would be a good one. Look for some, some lakes where there's not a lot of motorsports and things like that. So you're going to need quite a flat surface, smooth surface to be able to race on. It's not going to do that well in, choppy seas and things like that. So just bear that in mind. But just as a piece of technology, it's very cool. Okay, let's keep going. It needs brushless system to get max power. Yeah, this is it says 25 miles per hour max. Is it miles or kilometers? 25 kilometers per hour. So yeah, suitable for swimming pools and things like that if you've got one in your kind of complex. Okay, I'm on a lake, says GSG. There you go. Boats are always fun. I have a big size one, 28 inches. Joe, does that transmitter work well for one-handed operation? I would say if you've got big hands. For me, it wouldn't. You can see here, I can't quite reach the wheel here. So if you've got hands like mine, then you will have trouble. But if you've got big hands, then you'll be fine. Yeah, it's a big one to hold as well. Okay, I got a pond, says Manuela. Okay, guys, thank you very much for joining today. I've got one bit of news that I didn't tell you yet that I should have, and it's a new deal on BATRAZZI products. So if you're looking to buy some BATRAZZI stuff from FPV at the moment, if you spend $99 on BATRAZZI parts, we will give you some free BATRAZZI stuff up to the value of $29 in your order. The stuff that you can get, the extra stuff that you get, will be randomly chosen, and we'll try to do it based on kind of what you've ordered to see if we can get a match for your car or whatever you're driving. But we can't promise that it will be compatible with what you've got. Just bear that in mind, but we'll throw $29 of extra BATRAZZI stuff in with your orders if you spend over $99, and that's from now up until May 5th. Okay, so you've got like a week basically to order whatever you want. You can do that through the FPV website or from BATRAZZI as well. Okay, guys, thank you very much for sticking with us during the connection problem, and I'll see you again next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.